I'm already recording.
Oh no, you saw everything I did?
Everything.
You saw me over here, saw
fiddling with
me
stuff.
fiddling with things.
Fiddling with things like I did with Daniel's mom. I skipped a few episodes without doing that to make up for it by doing it like 12 times.
12 times.
In this one.
Nice, thanks. You know, on another note, any other note,
please, any other note.
I was over at Tyler's place today, and he showed me the Egghead intro for One Piece.
Yeah.
Talk about bomb.
Yeah.
That was bomb. The art was really cool.
The funny thing is, like, Jordan, he sent me a link. Somebody was literally saying, okay, this is the artwork for the Netflix One Piece, like how they're redoing it. And I was like, now I'm like, is it? Or were they just mistaken and they were just talking about the new season of One Piece? So I don't know.
Well,
either way, I like it.
If that's the artwork for the remake,
yeah,
I actually don't think that'd be bad at all. I'd dig it. I liked it a lot.
For real. I watched the first episode with the new art. I actually watched that intro as they were streaming it live on YouTube.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh, this is really cool. I just like randomly got on YouTube and I was like, what's this? Oh, this is cool. And I noticed it was that new art style, and yeah, they basically are just going into the part where they find Bonnie. She's like trapped in a water ball in the sky. And they're saving her. So they didn't get super far, but I thought it was good.
Oh, that's cool. I loved in the intro though how they like show Eustace like he's actually like doing things. Like they show him just like
things.
We just like, yeah, I'm fighting. He didn't. Once people find out what actually happened, it's gonna be hilarious.
Look at me. I'm fighting too.
Because you know who was fighting? Trafalgar was fighting. They actually put up a pretty good fight.
Yeah.
You know who didn't fight? Eustace.
That's right.
He didn't put up a good fight.
He just got his. I'm not gonna. Yeah.
Captain Mid got maybe. You'll have to find out.
Find out for yourself.
But yeah, no, that was really cool. I liked that intro a lot, so I'm excited for that.
It was a break week this week, right?
Yeah.
So we didn't get a new chapter, but we did get that, which I think is a good trade.
You know, he ends like months of flashback and then goes right into a break.
Yeah.
You know, it's okay.
Anticipation is not killing me right now at all.
And I think he'll he needs to take breaks. I want him to be healthy and happy, not just because I want him to make it to the end of One Piece, but because he deserves to be happy and healthy as a human.
Yeah, so. I mean, mangaka's, being a mangaka is extremely stressful and straining on your physical and mental health.
Yeah.
I mean,
oh yeah. So I hope he's doing okay. I mean, he does take breaks, so I'm not saying this break's unusual, but I'm still sad.
Yeah.
But yeah, I have some stuff planned.
Yeah.
It's quiz time when you're ready anyway.
I'm so ready for quizzes.
Okay. I have a quiz. It's a better or not better.
Better or not? So true, not true or false, better or not better.
Yeah, I gotta do Nate justice. Hey everybody, welcome to Better or Not Better, the show where we ask you something, and if you tell us if it's better or not better.
I am intrigued.
All right.
I don't know anything about this, so
Well, yeah, no, Jonathan doesn't know anything. It was my turn to plan, and I like doing little games sometimes. That's why I miss Nate being on here every time, because he's good at the games and stuff.
yes.
So
Well, we'll have him on here soon enough.
Oh yeah, he'll be on here. He said he wants to hop back on.
Cool.
All right. Here's what's gonna happen. Okay, I'm gonna tell you two movies, and you tell me which one has a higher rating.
Okay.
Now, mind you, there are other factors. We might get people on here being like, well, hey, that one had more people reviewing it than the other. But the point is, each of these have at least 150,000 reviews. So I feel like it's a good test palette for it, and it's going to be fairly accurate.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Question 1. Which movie was rated better? Spirited Away.
The second one. Just kidding.
Spirited Away or Avengers Infinity War?
You know what? I'm just gonna say Spirited Away because I like it more.
Well, apparently, so did everyone else.
Ha! Yeah.
Probably not everyone,
Suck
but
on that. Marvel.
Marvel. Spirited Away had an 8.6 out of 10 star rating, and Avengers Infinity War had an 8.4. And if you're thinking like, oh, well, what if Spirited Away had 150,000 reviews and what? No, Spirited Away has almost 900,000 reviews.
Oh my god.
And Infinity War had 1.2 million. So I feel like that's still close enough to warrant that type of thing. That's definitely enough.
Mm-hmm.
So ding, 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 ding.
Yeah, I get 1 point.
You done it.
$1 buck.
You get $1 buck. All right. Round 2. What scored higher? Star Wars Episode 6, The Return of the Jedi.
Not that.
Or Princess Mononoke.
I mean, I'm gonna say Princess Mononoke, and I'm not gonna say why because people will rip me apart. So Princess Mononoke.
Final answer?
Oh yeah.
Man, good job. Ding, ding,
Anime's
ding.
better. Just saying. Proof's in the pudding.
Proof is in the pudding. All right. And last in the movie category, The Dark Knight Rises.
I really like that one. Well,
or
I like it.
Your Name.
Oh man, Your Name. So good.
Final answer?
What?
Dark Knight Rises
Okay.
had a higher rating than Your Name, which is crazy because all these movies I named are in the top 100 best movies
Mm-hmm.
to have come out.
So what
Now,
what
mind
was
you,
the
there's
scores on those?
on
Like,
those
what's the ratings?
they had the same rating, but Dark Knight Rises had over 1.5 million more reviews.
Oh wow.
So that's a tricky one.
Yeah.
But I think just the fact that it had, 1.5 million more put it up on top of it.
I suppose. I mean, I everyone I've talked to that has watched Your Name, like I haven't ran across anyone who's like, yeah, I don't like that. If they did say that, I'd be like, what is wrong with you?
What's wrong with you? Oh, it's
if it was
amazing.
The Dark Knight between those two, I would have said The Dark Knight.
Yeah, Dark Knight was actually lower on the list than The Dark Knight Rises.
Really?
Surprisingly, yeah.
Who is rating these?
I do not know.
I'm looking at least IMDb.
That's what I'm on right now.
So it's rating it as 9 out of 10 with 2.8 million votes.
The Dark Knight.
Yeah, just
Did I
the
miss
regular
that one?
The Dark Knight.
Maybe I misread that one.
Then
no, you're right. It is The Dark Knight. I think. Did I mess it up with? I did Batman Begins.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, that's the
Batman
one.
Begins is I can see that being a little bit lower, but
yeah. Sorry, yeah. That was my bad right there. Batman Begins was lower. That one I think was still pretty high up. It wasn't in the top 100, but it was still pretty high up.
Yeah, that's about. It looks like it's 2 points off of what Your Name got.
Yeah.
So still a little bit lower, but close.
All right. Now for the next 3 questions, we're gonna do TV shows. So no looking at that.
No.
I am doing IMDb, just
Okay.
so everyone knows.
I only looked like after I answered the questions, so
Okay.
I'm
Good.
honestly answering these.
All right. Here we go. Game of Thrones or Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Oh man. Ooh, that's a hard one.
This is a pretty hard one. I will say it's such a hard one.
I'm super biased here.
That they're within.
By the way.
Well, they're within just a few levels of each other.
Okay, so you specifically picked, like, when you were deciding, you're like, these are really close. So
well, this one's fairly close. Some of them aren't as close.
Okay,
but this one is
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood.
Yep, Brotherhood.
I want to say
or
Brotherhood.
Game of Thrones. You'll say Brotherhood?
Yeah.
Now this one is kind of surprised me. So Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood had a 9.1 rating. And Game of Thrones had a 9.2.
Wow.
But the biggest distinguisher on this is Game of Thrones had 2.2 million reviews.
Yeah.
And Full Metal Alchemist barely had 200K. Or just under 200K.
Oh my gosh.
But it's crazy.
Weird.
It's crazy that they're so close as far as like overall rating, with 2 million less. But I mean, it's still number 17 on the top 100 shows of all time.
Crazy.
That's pretty baller.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay.
That's great.
Here's the next one: Attack on Titan or Bluey.
Bluey.
Was that one too easy?
No, I really like Bluey.
You are right. Bluey is 9.4.
Yeah.
Attack on Titan 9.1. That's pretty crazy to me.
It's like one of the only ones I'm like, I'm gonna lean on the non-anime one. Bluey's really good. It's very well written and executed, I think. Especially since I have kids.
Yes. Bluey's a great show. It deserves everything. All right.
I feel like I'm winning.
Yeah, you are. I'm not. I don't know if you're gonna like get points or anything, but
Sure.
All right.
$10 bucks so far.
Here we go. One Piece or It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
One Piece. 100%. Is Japan voting?
I think this might be just American. They're prejudiced.
Well, then forget them. No.
That one was a trick question.
Oh.
The reason why it's a trick question is because It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia is at number 56. And One Piece is at number 61. Right?
Yeah.
But One Piece has an 8.9 rating and It's Always Sunny has an 8.8 with the same number of reviews.
Oh.
So I don't know why it's lower. But the answer was which one ranked higher, and you said One Piece.
Yeah.
And so you were right. But according to IMDb's weird thing, you're not.
Well, I say they're wrong. So that's where I'm gonna settle with that.
Alrighty.
So, Japan loves One Piece, so I don't think
They
they're
do.
taking their votes into account.
Exactly. If they did, it would be a very different story.
Yep.
All right.
Cool.
Here we go. Last one. Bonus one. Death Note or The Office.
Oh man, Death Note or The Office?
Mm-hmm.
Which season?
All
All the seasons.
the seasons that came out from 2005 to 2013 of The Office.
Oh my gosh.
And both seasons of Death Note.
I mean, Nathan would say The Office. I want to say Death Note, but I think I'm gonna have to say The Office.
The Office is higher ranked.
Oh, okay.
They are 0.1 off from each other, though.
Whoa! Oh my gosh, that's so
It's
close.
very close.
Nuts. Wow.
Yeah, so that's
That was
what
fun.
I wanted to do today. I just I always look up when I'm watching a new anime. First thing
Mhm.
I do, episode
Mhm.
1, as I pull up IMDb, and I'm like, oh, that voice sounds so familiar, and I look up who's the voice, and I look up who they're all in, and then I quiz Sarah. Ooh, that character, who are they in this anime? And then we play that game, right?
Mhm.
And it's a fun thing we like to do. So one time I was on there and I saw the top movies and top shows, and I'm like, there's actually quite a few anime movies on the top hundreds of both these.
Yeah,
Like
they
that's
make
just
great
really
movies.
crazy. The shift, like I bet 10 years ago there wasn't a single one.
Yeah.
But just like that shift is happening now, that there's a noticeable percentage of anime on the top 10 of all time lists.
Oh yeah, it's blowing up like super hard now. It's a good time to be an anime fan for sure. Um,
Oh
and
yeah.
even talking to like some of my coworkers that don't watch anime, they're just like, man, I love like Your Name. Was brought up the other day. Like, it's one of those you can watch with your family, um, on a date, anything. It's so good.
Yeah. No, it is really good. Really,
Mm-hmm.
really good. We were fortunate to have seen it in theaters.
Mm-hmm.
And that was an amazing experience. Every time an anime movie comes around, it's always cool to try to see it in theaters because you get that big screen. Um, just feel. I know. Have you seen the Weathering for You?
Haven't yet. I need to.
That one was really cool. We saw that in theaters, and what was neat was the before the movie started, they played a personal message from the creator,
Mm-hmm.
and he just talked about why he likes to make these movies and what he makes them for, and how he's excited to the ideas that he has, and how like his goal was to prove that Miyazaki wasn't the
He
only
wasn't the only
one
one who can make great anime
who
movies.
can make great anime movies. And I
Yeah.
mean, he's right. Your Name was amazing. Weathering for You, I mean, it wasn't as amazing, but it was still a really good movie. Like,
Yeah.
I loved it a lot. And so I'm just glad more um, anime movie directors and creators are coming out of the woodworks and they're making more movies because, yeah, Ghibli was kind of the cornerstone for a long time. It still is, but there's more than just that now, and it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Other creators are jumping in and making a name for themselves for sure. It's exciting.
Yeah.
Cool. Um, yeah. So, what you been watching?
Still my hero.
Yeah, you still
Yeah,
chipping away at that.
still chipping away. We just started the arc with what's his name? Overload? No, Overload. No, crap. What's his name?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
Overload.
is it?
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, we just started that one. He just met with Tomura in that like warehouse.
Okay.
And they're like gonna start their like not internships, but their work studies.
This is when they save that little girl, right?
Yeah, this is the arc where they save the little girl with the horn,
Yeah.
um, which introduces one of my favorite my hero characters, Fat Gum.
Yep. You get
I love
cosplayed
Fat
as.
Gum a lot. Yeah, I went to a con as Fat Gum one time. It was fun. It's nice because he's representing the big
Yeah.
people. Uh, and I think his quirk is kind of cool. Just he just gets as fat as possible so he can burn it off while he fights and use it as energy. And I think that's kind of a funny, kind of cool quirk. And so, but yeah, honestly, it's really just been my hero. We're trying to get through it all the way, and then we're gonna go down our little upkeep list. Shield Hero, Spy Family. Go down the list, make sure we're up
Hmm.
to date on all of them, and then we'll start something else.
Gotcha. Yeah, I think that was the last thing I think we talked about with Josh was watching season 3, and I'm sure he's gonna watch like all 3 seasons at once in like a
Oh
day.
yeah,
But
I'm sure.
but yeah, season 3 is really good. Um, no, they've got some good stuff coming out for the winter season. I watched another podcast the other day, and they're like, yeah, it's kind of there's not much going on for winter 2024 in anime. And I was just like, I mean, I found several things. I don't. Obviously, the one that everybody's talking about is Solo Leveling.
Oh yeah, I've heard that one a lot brought up.
Super good. Like I need to. I read. I know somehow I only read like 20 chapters of it, but I need to finish reading that because it was even uh it's the manhwa.
I might have to give
Uh,
that a try then.
yeah, so I immediately like I picked it up and started reading it again um as soon as I watched the first episode, which came out yesterday. The 6th at this point, so it'll be not yesterday when we release this, but but super good. The first episode, I'm on the edge of my seat, even though I know it happens. Um, I'm impatiently waiting for the next episode to come out. I can tell you, I don't know how much. Do you know much about it? Or okay, I don't want to
Nothing.
spoil it for you. I could just give you kind of like a little bit of a rundown. Um, it's just about this guy called Sung Jin Woo. He's the main character, and he is an E rank hunter. So they have hunters um, that are ranked, I guess, from like E to S,
Mm.
and he's like super weak. like he's well known for being weak. Like he'll show up, and people are like, "Oh man, I hope you don't die." And um, so he's known for being weak, but he comes in and he they go into this dungeon. They go in groups. They go into a dungeon, and he's like this close to dying. And the thing about hunters is like you're in the real world, like like you're in Japan, right? But there
Mhm.
are gates that lead you into like these caves, with that's like a fantasy world. So it's like Gate. I don't know if you watched that, except with like the people have superpowers. Like there are certain people who get like an awakening, they get superpowers, and then they get ranked, and then they go on, certain ranked missions. This particular mission, he goes in. It's supposed to be like a D ranked mission, so he should be able to handle it with the group he's in. But it's a double cave. So a double
Oh.
cave, like you go into that second cave, and you don't know what's going to be ranked. Apparently, it's ranked really high, and a lot of people die. Spoiler. He almost dies, but he actually gets a second awakening, which is like super super rare, where he is able to level up like a video game. So
Oh. So
this is
instead of
about
just like him having to have more skill, the more effort he puts in, he gets basically points to go up.
yes.
That's
So
kind of
he's
cool.
like he's been making a ton of effort. He just he can only do so much being so weak, um, with like no powers, and he has good intentions. Like he's trying to put his sister through school. He's trying to pay for doctor bills for his mom, um, and he so this is kind of like a godsend for him, and just kind of goes into his journey to become strong. So it's really cool.
Nice.
Everybody freaking loves it. So everyone has been anticipating this coming out for a long time. So super exciting. They're
Oh,
gonna have
cool.
12 episodes for this season, is what I heard. So
Okay. I'll
yeah,
definitely watch it when all 12 episodes come out.
when all 12 episodes, yeah. I'll try not to spoil it too much for you.
If it is something we'll talk about, we like here and there, then maybe I'll watch it as it comes out. But then I'll watch it all the way through with Sarah later.
Yep. Fair
But
enough.
but
Cool, cool,
yeah,
cool.
no, that's cool. I'm down to watch it. Especially since it seems pretty long running.
Mm-hmm.
In the what's it? It's not manga. What's it called?
Manhwa.
Manhwa.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm probably
I
butchering
mean,
it, but
and the fact that it's in all color, that's a mental disaster for I'm sure the people who made it, because just writing it and releasing it week after week is stressful enough. I
mm-hmm.
wonder if they'd release it in black and white and then they color it like in post or something.
Maybe.
I don't know, but still, that's crazy.
They do a fantastic job. They got a really good studio doing it, A1 Studios.
Nice.
So it's being animated really well. They partnered with Crunchyroll to get this one reanimated, or get animated, not reanimated. So
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'll give it a watch. What do you watch it on Crunchyroll? You said so. Go on there.
mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
Um, there's other things that are out. I'm watching Burn the Witch. There's actually 2 seasons of Burn the Witch. Um, but the first only has uh, 3 episodes. So I'm not sure how long this one's going to be, but it was created by the same guy, who wrote all the Bleach uh, mangas.
Gotcha.
Um, let's see, Tight Kubo. Yeah, 2016. So it was the first work that he released since his last release of Bleach in 2016. He released 3 episodes in 2020, and it actually is in the same universe as Bleach, um, but it's very different. You could tell that the art style is the same, but the story is is different. So it's kind of a different world because it's based in London. That's another one I'm keeping my eye on. Let's see, Mashal has another season out.
That's what you were saying. We need to watch season 1.
Yeah, I watched the first episode that came out, and my wife was like, she reads her books while I watch anime. Like sometimes she'll watch anime with me, but usually she'll read her books. And this particular intro was super annoying. Like the music, the intro, she's just like, "What is this? It needs to stop." I was like, I don't really disagree with you. I always at least give the intro one chance, and then if it's like I don't really care for it, I'll just skip it. But I'll always watch it the first time. And she's like, we're not watching that intro anymore.
We're not watching it anymore. We're done.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
There's a show called The Wrong Way to Use Healing Magic. I don't know anything about it except for it is an isekai. 2 heroes get summoned into another world to like be heroes, like they're heroes that need to help save a kingdom, and this one just kind of like accidentally got summoned with them because he was in the vicinity.
Oh, that's actually really funny.
Whoops. But apparently, so they test their affinity for a certain type of magic, like magical powers. And the first 2 tests, one has like thunder and the other one has light. And then this guy has healing magic. And it was funny how they conveyed, like, it's just, they're scared that he has healing magic. Like they were like freaking out when they found out that he has it, because there's another, his healing magic mentor is kind of like a psychopath.
Oh,
from what I can tell, I don't know a lot about it yet, but they're freaked out because she has to be his mentor, and apparently she trains people incorrectly how to use healing magic. So interesting.
That is a really fun topic, though. Just like,
yeah,
you happen to be walking by right when the portal opens and you get sucked into it as well.
Yeah.
And you're just like, oh, shoot.
Oh, no. Yeah.
That's really funny. I'll watch that.
All right.
One thing I'm excited about this year, Fire Force Season 3.
Oh, yeah. You know what else has a Season 3?
What is it?
Konosuba.
Yeah. It's a good year for 3s.
Yep.
So it's gonna be big. I loved Soul Eater.
Yep.
I love the art. The art was amazing. And Fire Force, same art, same creator, everything, and the story's cool. And so, yeah, this is gonna be a good year for anime. I'm excited.
For sure. No, there's I didn't know about the Fire Force one, actually, so that's really cool. Yeah, there's a bunch that are just coming out in January, but even this year there's a lot that I'm excited about, so it's going to be a good year. I'm thinking, yeah, we'll have a lot to cover.
Oh yeah.
So I think that's about our time, though. I think next time I'm thinking we'll kind of follow up. We'll have some other stuff as well, but obviously a lot of shows are coming out, so we'll follow up on those shows, talk about them, and yeah, thanks for joining us, everybody.
Oh yeah, thanks.
流れ星を見上げていたあの夜も